Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going! Hey everyone, and welcome to Beatriz's birthday YouTube hop. Beatriz Santana is another member of the design team from My Little Scrapbook Store. So a bunch of the design team members have gotten together to do this YouTube hop to celebrate Beatriz's birthday. She's also closing in on 1,000 subscribers. So she was kind of hoping that you guys would head over to her channel and subscribe. She is an amazing scrapbooker. So I think you will really enjoy her channel. Everyone in the hop is listed in the description box below, so please go on around and see what everyone's working on. We are all going to be doing birthday themed layouts and maybe some cards. I'm not 100% sure, so hopefully you will enjoy that. I am working with Simple Stories Birthday Blast papers, and then a mixture of embellishments from my stash. I have some acrylic pieces from Ellie Studio and Color Cast Design. I have the journaling bits from the Birthday Blast collection. I also have this Distress Oxide spray in mustard seed and a Tim Holtz stencil. I haven't 100% decided on whether I'm going to use this or not. We will have to see. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys put on fast forward. Before I do, if you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. And also don't forget to head on over down into the description box and check out all the other YouTubers and designers heading up with the videos for Beatriz's YouTube hop. All right, everyone, let's get going. All right, so I still have not decided whether I'm going to go with the rainbow piece as a background or switch it over to the white cardstock I had pulled as well and use the mixed media. I do think what I want to do is use a whole strip of those 2x2 squares. So I was looking for one without the monsters in it, and I did find one, so yay. Not that I have anything against the monsters, but I am doing a birthday layout for a 19-year-old, and I didn't think they worked all that well. So I'm just trimming off. I didn't do a good job cutting those cleanly, so I'm going back and redoing them. And then what I'm going to do, oh, here's where I go, you know what, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and use partially the rainbow piece. I'm going to layer that green tone-on-tone wonky dot underneath both the rainbow piece as well as the strip of 2x2s. I am then going to use it as a first mat for my 6x6 photo. I then am going to do a secondary mat using the confetti on blue. That way I'm getting both those colors along with the multicolor confetti around my main photo of my nephew holding up his new Adidas shoes that he was super duper happy to receive from his mother for his birthday because, you know, being a poor, oh, sorry, I hit my camera. I forgot I did that. I hit the pole the camera is on to be specific. I am inking up all of the papers with green hickory smoke. Not green hickory smoke, gray hickory smoke. The minute it came out of my mouth, I'm like, I think I used the wrong word there. It took me a second to realize I said green rather than gray. Yeah, we're doing well today. Now, those other two photos are him opening another gift. I'm going to layer those over each other. I like the way this layout turned out. It was one of those ones where I wasn't quite sure going the whole way through, but I did end up liking it in the end. I really like how I layered these papers. I thought that turned out really cute. So here I am putting those photos together. Everything kind of switches up a little bit. Like originally I was thinking about using the rainbow piece, and then I got my mustard seed distress ink spray, so I wanted to play with that. So this is just a piece of copy paper that I tore into strips. For one, to negate overspray. Actually, I have 2 pieces of copy paper. And then 2, I decided I didn't want everything to be rectangular. So you see I ripped the paper and I kind of layered it over. There's one side and that will be tucked under the layers of paper, so I wasn't concerned about that. This is going to be messy. It is not going to be perfect when you spray like this. That is what happens. That's what I was going for. You aren't even going to see a whole lot of, I'm going to do it in 2 different places using the Distress Oxide spray. See, and I'm showing you where it's going to go and where it was going to end, so I wanted to see where to go with it on the lower right-hand corner. I am going to use a paper towel to kind of, oh, sorry, I hit my camera and everything shook. I hit my microphone and you probably heard a little bop. We're batting 100 with this video. All right, so I'm using my Pink and Main microfiber cloth to clean off the stencil. That is a Tim Holtz mini tag stencil. And while I am letting that white cardstock with the ink on it dry, I'm using that square on my cutting mat to kind of build my pages, the rest of my page, obviously without my background piece. So I have that word celebrate. Now I had this little piece left over from when I tore, sorry, not when I tore it, but when I backed it with the reverse confetti side, and I thought that would look cute on the other side of where the distress ink is going to go in that lower right hand corner. Right now I have those photos where you'll see part of the paper below it. That is going to change, but not until I get the background piece there. I've decided I've got too much of that rainbow paper behind the photo. I decide to tear it down just a little bit more. I actually wasn't supremely happy with the original tear and how angled parts of it were, so I was actually quite glad to go ahead and tear it back a little bit. So now I'm building some clusters, getting an idea of where I want things to go. I'm going to pull in a lot of those labels. I'm seeing if my paper is dry. It is not dry. Those labels that are supposed to be used for journaling, I'm going to use them just as kind of bases for my clusters. This is definitely a cluster heavy layout. Like I said, I really like the way it turned out. I especially love how my clusters turned out. I'm also pulling in the open stars from that Ellie Studio acrylic star set. I pull in a red one, a green one, and a black one. And now I'm adding wood veneer arrows to each of the clusters as well. And then you will see the clusters are actually going to move a little bit once I actually get my background piece there. I'm just kind of pulling in the elements, looking at what colors are where. So I have, you know, an orange color here and a red color here and a navy color here, making sure all of my colors are represented in each of my clusters. And so now I'm pulling things off to the side, hoping against all hope that my background piece is now dry so I can move on. It's 95% dry. It's dry enough that I'm okay putting things on top of it, including, here you go, my photo and layered paper section. As always, I use a lot of glue. It's just something I feel more comfortable with having in the long term, so I don't open my albums and find everything at the bottom of my page protectors. I'm going ahead. I had the 2 vertical strips. I had run them up so they would run over the edge of my 12 by 12, so I was just going ahead and trimming those off. I now have my strip of paper. Now you see it doesn't cover the entirety of that mixed media portion, but that's okay because you'll see here, rather than have my photos go up, I'm actually going to run them off the bottom of my page. It's just the table and some accoutrement. It's nothing to do with my nephew and him opening the gifts. So I go ahead and trim that off. And like I said, I'm really happy with the way this turned out, even though I didn't necessarily start off with a plan, and then I changed my plan about 2 or 3 times. So, you know, I'm happy with the way things are going. And now I'm just getting my clusters down. So this is a secondary celebration of his birthday. I've actually already done another birthday layout when we went out to dinner for with friends. For this one, it was just me, my nephew, his mother, who's my best friend. He's an honorary nephew, and my stepfather. This was his actual birthday, but his actual birthday was not on the weekend. We were going out to a nice dinner over the weekend with more family friends. So we were eating at Panera and then we went and saw Little Women. So just in case you were wondering, because I know it's always very important that I tell the story. So this was more when he got his birthday gifts. And then, so as I said, his mother bought him the sneakers. I don't remember what my stepfather got him. I'll be totally honest. Not a clue. And then I bought him a history book because that's me. It was a fun history book. It was not a serious history book. It was about LGBTQ history in America. So it was a book he was interested in. Random. So here you can see I'm putting down all of the clusters. So I have the acrylic pieces in each of my clusters. I have the wood veneer pieces. I have the die cuts. I have the labels with the phrase and word stickers. Oh, not stickers, they're die cuts layered over them. So all of my elements are in each of the clusters with different colors, bringing those colors around. And then I pulled out the Simple Stories yellow foam stickers for the name for the title of my layout called Fun Gifts. So I'm going to then go and grab some enamel dots. I think, yes, we have reached the enamel dot portion of the video. I pull out yellow, aqua, and then I start with this one that are red, but they're definitely more on the pinky red side rather than the actual red side. So instead I grab some navy blue ones. So I'm going to do a navy blue, an aqua, and a yellow enamel dot in each of my clusters. Yes, I forgot the word clusters. I've only said it 15 times during this via voiceover, but now I forgot it. All right, we are almost done. So as we are finishing up with this layout, I would just like to say, please make sure you head down into the description box and check out all the other YouTubers who are doing a video for Beatriz's birthday YouTube hop. Also, a lot of the ladies who are on the design team are newer YouTubers, and they would love it absolutely if you would subscribe to their channels. So make sure you head on over. I'm just doing my journaling, talking about the gifts he got, and that we went and saw the movie afterwards. I just want to say a really big thank you to all of you for joining me here today. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully, if you're not a subscriber of mine, you will consider becoming a subscriber, because I really do love to share my love of scrapbooking with as many people as possible. I'm going to do one last thing, and that is add some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine to each of my cluster areas, but that will finish off my layout. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to head out over and check out all the other YouTubers. I hope you're having a fabulous day, whenever it happens to be that you are watching this. Bye, everyone.